take it away.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The last time we did this...
Mont Blanc?
Have we ever done this?
Mont Blanc?
No.
After the engagement party?
No, we've never done a sit down. Oh, we've done one when we first got together and we were sat eating KFC with champagne in our Scorton apartment.
Yes, that's
June. The only other time we've done a video like this. We weren't engaged then, were we?
Yeah, we was.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we was.
No, we weren't. That was when we first got together.
We was engaged.
No, we weren't.
Oh, we were, because we got engaged in April.
Oh yeah, we were.
30th.
Because the second video I've ever put out was
2020.
we were engaged.
We got engaged 2022, and then it was June we did that vlog, and I remember, the reason I remember it was June 2022 is because I'd been selected for promotion, and that's why we had champagne.
Oh my god.
We was eating KFC.
I know. Guys, we've got a KFC. We are here to talk to you all things wedding. It's 1 week tomorrow.
Just a week.
When you're watching this, it will have been a week yesterday.
Wait, when's this going up?
On Sunday.
Ooh.
I know. Quick turnaround. But yeah, guys, we're going to sit here and we're going to do quick fire questions. I've literally just put a story out, so I'm hoping there's enough questions to look through. I think there is actually. I've had a look.
We're going to get overwhelmed.
Quite a lot. We're going to get overwhelmed because there's so many questions. But we're going to keep it short and sweet. Like, I feel like we could sit here if we really wanted to for a good hour and a half and just talk and waffle about everything. But we're not going to. We should almost set a timer.
I need a timer because I waffle. Quick fire questions.
Set 45-minute timer.
Oh, 45 minutes.
Well, yeah, because that's like time that we'd like to be finished by.
Yeah.
And that's like eating time as well. Guys, we've got a KFC. I'm really gutted because I'm really...
Here's your cute little meal.
Desperate for a rice box. Really wanted a rice box. I've been thinking about them for a long time. But instead, I've got 3 little mini fillets, the boneless ones, and gravy. Oh my god, taste them chips.
No, I know. I was waiting for you to say how nice they were.
No, what's wrong with them?
They've got extra salt or some sort of seasoning on them.
No, that's not a normal chip. That's a flavoured chip.
It's a peppered chip.
I don't know how I feel about it. I was quite happy.
It's absolutely
lush. It's a normal chip. And I've also just got a Pepsi Max. What have you got, my darling?
I've got some It's Finger Licking Goods. I've got a box without a burger in it. I don't know what happened to the burger.
He's already eaten it.
I already eaten it. But what I did get is a little flaming wrap.
You like those little mini flaming wraps, don't you? I've never tried one. Are they actually flaming?
They're nice. They're flaming enough.
Guys, 5 minutes later and Danny's like eating all his food.
Inhale. Goodbye.
I've left a few chips. But we just thought we'd eat it because there's no point us stopping and starting the camera when we're on a roll and you've got food down in your gob. Right, guys.
Go.
Basically, I feel like with a week to go, we're in a really good position to give advice. We're in a really good position if you're about to plan a wedding or if you've got a wedding coming up and you're in the stages of planning. Equally, this will just be a good listen if you want to be nosy. That's me. Like I'd
here for the nosiness.
Here for the nosiness. It's quite a juicy thing, wedding planning. I think like it can either all go a bit tits up. It can be fallouts.
Do you want all the goss?
We want all the goss. We don't actually have any.
No goss. Sorry, guys.
Is there?
You have to stay to the end of the video.
Have we had disagreements?
No.
Stay to the end of the video if you want to see if we had any disagreements.
That's. They were so gutted.
Spoiler, we didn't. No, we had differences. We had a couple of differences in opinions, but never disagreements. We don't really disagree.
That's one of the questions, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we start with that?
Yeah, go for it, because you know what.
One of the questions was, did you and Danny have any difference in opinions with when it came to planning and like what you wanted and stuff? Mm-hmm. We didn't really. I think we were both sort of very much on a level. However, there was a point, early stages of planning, when we were booking. There was a phase where I was not opposed to
eloping.
I was really not opposed to us just going abroad to Italy somewhere and eloping. If you follow Bobby Williams on Instagram, you'll see that her and her fiance are about to elope. Not long after us, actually. And there was part of me, when she said that they were doing that was quite jealous of the thought of them just like going off and doing it themselves and like saving money and not having the hassle and worry of entertaining others. Your opinion on that?
My opinion is that I feel like a wedding is very much a family affair, and I wanted us to have a wedding where we could have all the people we love and know in one place, because we only get one opportunity to do it.
Yeah, Danny was very much set on like a big wedding, weren't you? Like you didn't even really want a small wedding with like immediate family. You wanted everyone there that like you know and love, all your friends and family. And it wasn't that I was talked around. Like obviously I always wanted that as well, but there was a tiny bit of me that thought, could we elope? But you were just very much set on the idea of not doing that, so I just didn't really consider it anymore, because I again was happy with a bigger wedding. So that's what we're having. We've got 100 guests for the day, and then for the evening we're adding about 30 guests. The questions was, how long ago did you book the venue and how did you come to choose it? And I just said to Danny, when we booked it I was still in the army.
You couldn't have been.
I was. I only left the army a year ago, Dan.
I can't imagine walking around that wedding venue and you being in the army.
I know, but I think
can't imagine you in the army.
I know,
sorry.
I can't really, but to be honest. We picked that venue pretty much straight after we got engaged. We went venue hunting.
Was it really that
Yeah,
quick?
it was about 2 years ago we picked that venue.
Oh my god.
We always knew that we wanted to get married in the Lake District, I think.
Yeah.
Did we look at anywhere else? I think we looked at other places.
Various places in the lakes.
Yeah.
But just the lakes.
We viewed a couple of places in the lakes that just weren't really doing it for us. They were nice, and then we walked into where we are getting married and we both just went, wow.
Yeah, we knew straight away.
Like, our breaths were taken away at the view. I think the view for us is that the view is what sold it, really, isn't it? Like, the actual venue itself is nice.
We knew when we walked into that venue that was the one because we had seen a few before that.
Yeah, that weren't doing it for us.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, it's nice, but we'll go and see this place. Oh, we'll go and see this place. We only saw maybe 3.
But when we seen our place we picked now, we went outside and we was like, whoa.
Wow.
And it meant that we didn't really look elsewhere within that venue. We were so tunnel
set on
visioned
the outside.
how beautiful the outside was. And the inside is great and it's lovely, but you can get that at lots of venues.
Yeah.
But our venue's very niche and it offers such beautiful grounds, beautiful views.
Yeah. I think, obviously in hindsight, when we booked it at the time, the weather really never crossed either of our minds. We just thought, we're getting married in the summer. And also 2 years ago, summer was actually really nice, and it had been nice for quite a lot of years. It's only really been the last 2 years that summer's been a little bit like non-existent.
Is it even summer?
Yeah. So I think in hindsight, maybe I'd have considered that a little bit more, but I don't know if we'd have maybe changed our minds. Basically, we're desperate to get married outside. I mean, if we don't, it's fine, but the indoor venue and the indoor bit where you can get married out inside, you basically, I think, decide half an hour before.
Yeah.
So half an hour before your ceremony starts, you can say, and it's raining, you have to then move it inside. But I think
there's definitely more beautiful inside venues, but what we have in our venue you can probably get in lots of other locations, but you can't get the views, you can't get the surroundings of what our venue offers. If it rains and we have to go indoors, like, it's still nice.
Yeah, we were also very set on picking somewhere that is financially feasible for everybody. We could have got married abroad. Well, at the time, no, we couldn't, because neither of us were really in a financial position where we could afford to get married abroad.
Maybe that's why we wanted to elope.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like, it just cost wise. Yeah, when I was in the army, we were definitely not in a position where we could hold this big extravagant thing. And also, for the sake of our family and friends, we wanted something that was easy to get to, not crazy amounts of money, like an affordable venue, affordable area to be in. That was something that was really important to us, because we didn't want people to sort of have to weigh up wanting to go but equally not being able to afford to go.
Yeah.
I think I've really waffled about that question. What even was the question?
How we picked our venue, and also probably what's quite important to consider, we love the Lake District.
Yeah, we love the Lake District. It means so much to us.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a really random location. Like, it's
not the most central place, but also it is pretty central.
Yeah,
we've got family in Scotland.
Also, do you know what's so lovely? I spoke to a couple of your friends at the wedding the other weekend. They were like, we're seeing it as a holiday. Like, one of them said that they've been asked if they're going on any holidays, and they're calling like our wedding a holiday, because a lot of people travel to the lakes for a holiday. So people are making a full weekend out of it, that's really perfect for us. Like, we're really conscious that other people have a good time as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Also, I could have brought you guys with me when we went like wedding hunting and stuff. I know a lot of people do like a full wedding series on their YouTube, but I kind of basically I've been very much set on the idea of not letting it consume me and not letting it be my whole personality and take over my life, because I was so conscious that it was going to be, sorry, I keep saying me, I just feel like naturally the female does plan a little bit more. But we have kind of been 50-50. Not so much 50-50, but
yeah.
75,
I feel like
25.
I'm going to turn up on Saturday and be like, what's
that? Didn't know about that. Yeah. Well, me too. Yeah, I was very set on it not like consuming me and taking up my whole life, because after the day's done, it's done. And so many people say like it's really anticlimactic and you feel really sad. And like you spend all this time normally wedding planning, then when your life goes back to normal, you don't really know what to do with yourself. But for us, our lives will just stay the same. Like nothing's really going to have to change. We're not really answering questions. We're sort of answering a question, then waffling on about something else in that question.
Do you think you or Danny will cry? Sorry. Sorry, it's just a funny question.
Go on.
Do you think you or Danny will cry during the ceremony? Yes.
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 I was saying this to someone the other day. I think because you think you're going to cry, you might not.
No, I'm not even thinking too much about it. I've got a 100% success rate of crying at weddings the last few that I've been to. Should we do this quick fire? Because that
You
was
cried
quite
at
fun.
Molly's, didn't you?
Yeah. What's his best guess of the style of dress you would have picked now?
That's a really good question. I keep asking him.
Zoe keeps doing this thing where she's like, oh, I don't want to get tan lines on my chest, and she'll like pull her straps down. I'm like, well, you're wearing something that kind of goes like that. So that's as far as I've got with it.
What else do you think?
I think it might be white.
There's something else you keep saying that you think it's got.
I don't know. I think it will hug your figure.
You keep saying, do you think it's got sleeves?
Yeah, I
So
used
don't like my arms being out.
Yeah, she
all the
doesn't
time.
like her arms being out. This is a fun game when I get to read out the questions.
Don't miss any good ones though.
No, I'm not.
Do serious ones, not just funny ones.
Are you honeymooning after? Yes, we are.
Not straight after though.
No,
I wish
I've got to go
we
back to
were.
work.
Guys, Danny gets 2 days off for our wedding.
Sorry, guys.
So Danny's off the Friday before we get married, and he's off the Monday after, and then he's back to work on Tuesday.
Might take Tuesday off, but I do need to save my days. They're giving us song requests. Why are they doing that? People keep sending.
Because I asked for song requests as well
Oh,
for our evening.
I'm going to read a question. It's like, gimme, 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 a man after midnight.
In the question, guys, I said, if you've got any music recommendations for like the evening of a wedding, put them in here as well. Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. What are your non-negotiable things? I got engaged on Wednesday and can't wait. Well, congratulations for getting engaged.
Okay.
Our non-negotiable things are...
I don't know, we haven't got any. Like what? What, like for the wedding day?
Yeah, we don't have any non-negotiables,
No.
do we?
We've been very much like
Let's think about this properly.
We like it to be traditional.
What do we really want?
We like traditional. We're both quite traditional in terms of like, you know, we want the proper top table. My dad's going to walk me down the aisle. It is going to be your, I was going to say bog standard traditional wedding. I hope you're not bog standard. But yeah, no, nothing really non-negotiable. Going back to the honeymoon, we never actually. We're so bad at this because we're just waffling and not really actually answering. We're so excited to see the questions, and we're so excited to talk about the wedding. Honeymoon. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing yet.
Oh, have I not just told them?
No,
Great.
I don't think you did. We'll do a separate video like when we fully decide because we've only booked half of it. We're doing like a half and half.
It's very us.
It's very us. The first half is very us. We need to still book the second half, which we haven't done yet. And that is going to be in the middle of August. So yeah, we're not honeymooning until middle of August.
Did you set a budget for the wedding?
Really good question.
Is anything for the wedding being gifted?
Really good question.
Well done, Neve.
We did set a budget 2 years ago.
So do you know what it is? I'm going to be honest. It's 2 years ago, Zoe was like, I don't want it to cost any more than 15 to 20 grand. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we could do that, that'd be great, but
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah, I had no idea. No, to be honest, you can do it really cheap. I don't know, sorry, a quick phone call interlude. I feel like I'm going to take the questions off you now. Aww.
How did you both know you were the one for each other?
How did you both know? Where's that?
How did you both know you were the one for each other?
Oh, it's a lovely question. It's not really about the wedding, is it?
No, okay.
Yes.
Will Danny be wearing uniform?
Yes!
Woo!
That's something we've not spoken about, I don't think.
No.
Is it in the back still?
No, it's at the dry
We both
cleaners.
went. Guys, he's going to be in uniform. And that's one of the things that I am most excited about. And he's, instead of ushers, so with a military style wedding, which we are having, which that's such a big question, like I've
Yeah.
not even spoken about. We're having a military wedding.
You could call it that, yeah.
It is a military wedding,
We've got a guard of honour. I'll be in
So
uniform.
instead of ushers, what Danny will have is he'll have a guard of honour. How many is there? 7 of them.
There is 7 of them, yeah.
And they'll all be in uniform as well. They're all people that he works with. And it makes such a spectacle of it, I think. Like, it just adds
Yeah.
so much more panache.
That's the one.
And it's something a bit different. And to me, like, I know I obviously wasn't in the army for a long time, but when I was in it, I was very passionate about, like, I love to say that I was in the army. My granddad was in the army, and I've always sort of gone to military things. And for me, it's something I really wanted. There was points when I wasn't liking the army so much, I thought, no, I don't want to ever marry a man in military uniform. But now I'm really pleased that we are having a military wedding. And you're going to look so cool in your uniform.
I really wanted to get married in my uniform, and I really wanted to have a guard of honour.
Yeah.
They have such a big part to play in the day.
They do like drill, they've got their swords and stuff.
Zoe wants them to shout their drill movements.
Yeah, I just want it to be like really like wow, like that's so cool. Sorry to go back to the weather and the venue again, but like for me that guard of honour is going to look so unreal outside.
Yeah.
But just inside, it's just not going to have the same effect. So this will be going out Sunday, guys. Please just do all your prayers and cross your fingers and just every time it turns 11:11, please just wish for us to have a non-rainy wedding day. I don't mind if it's cold and cloudy and windy, but just no rain so we can just get married outside.
So that probably answers the next question I was going to ask you, is what are you most nervous for? And that's probably the weather, isn't it?
At the minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm letting it consume me far too much.
How did you cut down your guest list? Would rather not invite some family members?
It's just you haven't got a choice. That's one thing we've decided. You don't actually have a choice.
Nah,
yeah.
You
kind of.
You think you're in control of the guest list?
You know what? Yeah. Oh, there was another question. Are you having a kids free wedding? Well, we spoke about this not long ago when we were in the car actually.
Yeah.
We've got 5 children,
Yeah.
and they're all like close family members' children.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like we've not extended the invite to like friends and other family members' kids.
Yeah.
We wanted to keep it as minimum children coming as possible.
Is it going to be vlogged by anyone?
No, but we've got Alpas Media, the videographer guys that Molly uses a lot for her campaigns, and a lot of people use. I think Megan Grubb used them, and did Ellie
Yes.
and Connie use them
Yeah.
for their weddings as well? So yeah, we've got them, and they'll be doing videos and stuff. But I'm not going to vlog it, guys.
Fitness related wedding. Come on now. I mean, I might go for a run the morning before.
Oh yeah, that was
Zoe-
one of the questions actually. Is Danny? Are you guys going for a run the morning of the wedding? Obviously,
We
I'm
won't
not,
see
because
each
I'll be
other.
getting ready really early. But Danny's gonna get all like anyone that wants to go. So like my dad. Do you think your dad will go?
I would love him to. Maybe I'm going
Yeah.
to take him some running shoes and then go wear these.
There you go. Surprise. Like there's a big group of Danny and his guard of honour and friends and family that are going to go for a run on the morning of the wedding.
Have you written your own vows?
Oh, this is something I really wanted to talk about, and actually something that kind of like being nervous relates to. Basically, I would love for us to write our own vows, and I would also love for myself to be able to do a speech. But I know my confidence has come a long way since starting YouTube, but public speaking is still something that I am. It's
Getting
so
there.
weird because like obviously I talk to the camera and everyone's like, isn't that your job to do that? I'm like, yeah, but behind a camera, like in person. If I had to do a speech on the day of the wedding, I would just be so nervous about it all day that it would take away the enjoyment for me.
Yeah.
No, that's again, right. Same with writing our own vows. Like I'd love to write our own vows, but the thought of standing there and like reading something, even though I'm not reading it to them, I'm just reading it to Danny, I would just be really nervous.
The thing for you is you can do it perfectly well. It's the lead up to it.
Yeah, when I'm actually doing it, it's not an issue. Like when I hosted that My Protein event, it was absolutely fine. But it's like the feeling I get before, it's not worth the stress for me. Like it's really sad because I would love to be able to stand up there and say so many lovely things about Danny, because he's obviously going to do the same for me. But yeah, I just can't, which is really sad.
Are you spending the night before the wedding away from each other?
Traditional. We're a
And I'm
traditional
going to say
couple.
I'm going to say something else, right? So we have a guard of honour, and traditionally the guard of honour needs to stand outside the door of the bride to make sure no one comes and swoops in and takes her away from me. However, we ain't that traditional.
Not that traditional.
So my mates think we'd be standing there with a sword like this, like, no, you shall not pass. Do you know what
That's
I mean?
so weird that that's tradition. Do people actually do that like back in the day?
They must have done many years ago, but not now.
They're guarding the bride's room.
Will you do a first look? We did it and it felt so special.
It's not traditional.
No, it's too...
I want to lock eyes with you first time when I'm walking down that aisle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I want. And then I'm going to start crying. Jokes. What food have you chosen?
No,
What are you doing the night before?
I've already said it.
Me getting dead excited. We know about the wedding blues. We are scared of those. You drive a manual? Yep. Yep. Good wedding question. We are driving a manual indeed. We'd love to have an automatic because the clutch control in this is not great.
Nightmare. Has your skin improved in time for the wedding? You can answer that for me.
Honestly, right? Zoe's skin journey
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey, but she's been very, very diligent, and she stuck to her plan with all of her ointments and stuff. Basically, right, I'm not going to lie, when I came home, I thought, wow, I really feel for you. Because like,
when you came home from
I've been away for a long time, and obviously it's 4 months is a long time away from each other, and I've seen...
Basically, what you're saying is when you came home, you looked at me and thought, what on earth has happened to your face?
No.
You felt sorry for me?
I really did, yeah. Because I seen it in person, I thought, oh, you're going through the mill. It's not a laughing matter, the poor girl was going through it. But I've still got her back, you know?
That Lima cycling.
Zoe has been all over the skin.
Really working.
You need to tell
I don't care about
what you've
post-wedding,
done.
but I have in my last video, but you didn't watch it. You used to always watch my videos.
I will watch
It's
it.
married life, guys. He just doesn't watch my videos anymore. I'm just so happy, touch wood, that it's cleared and it's smooth and coverable for the wedding. Like, honestly, if you asked me 2 months ago, I'd have been like, I'm gonna have terrible skin for the wedding, and I haven't.
No, amazing. Have you scheduled some time just for you two on the day? Defo recommend.
No.
No, we haven't scheduled anything. But
We've
the
not
reason...
scheduled stuff. Scheduled. We haven't, but we will take it.
No, yeah, absolutely, we will do. But also, like, we won't feel any pressure to like do the rounds and like spend all of our time like doing the initial bit, because we're doing it on the Friday night.
That's another reason we've wanted to have everyone together on the Friday the night before.
Evening and day guests.
Yeah.
On the Friday night. Who can
because then it means that, you know, we're not seeing people for the first time on the day. That's such a good point. I've never actually really thought like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't need to go around and speak to everyone and say, hi, thank you so much for coming, how are you? It's nice to see you.
Yeah, because we would have done 80%
We'll have so much time for ourselves. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And we'll go round and speak to everyone together.
Yeah. What was the hardest wedding decision to make? Now, not really decision, but you can't keep everybody happy was probably the hardest part. Like, when it comes to guest list, just take it from us now, it's not easy.
No, especially with the kids thing.
Sorry, I'm taking over your vlog.
That's all right. I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. I'm taking the back seat.
You relax, sweetheart.
I will, darling.
What's the moment you're both most excited for? I'm excited for Zoe.
Take it away.
For Zoe to get ready, and for me to get ready, and for us to have that little buzz. Like we know we're going to get married. You're going to have your little wedding
present. What if I
present.
just keep crying? I know. Yeah, that was one of the questions. I'm just so worried I'm going to keep crying. I'm most excited for waking up and seeing glorious sunshine.
Thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms, guys.
Thunderstorms
I actually said
for us.
thunderstorm. Thunderstorm for us. I'm just excited for the whole. I'm excited for just seeing you, and like, I'm just excited for everything. We've got a gorgeous singer singing us a gorgeous song down the aisle. I'm so excited for that whole thing.
You lot love gimme, gimme, gimme.
So one of the other questions I saw. See, I feel like you're scrolling through so many good questions. One of the other questions I saw was, are you doing wedding gifts for each other? Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
I'm actually really excited to give you mine.
I'm really excited for you to have yours.
I know what mine is.
Should we do some honesty time?
No. We can do another video on what we got each other for our wedding presents.
No, not to say what we got each other, but like...
I know what you're getting me. I know what you've got me. Do you know what I've got you?
No, you don't know the actual thing.
No.
I don't have a clue what you've got me.
None whatsoever.
No.
I've got you two things.
What?
I'm telling you.
No, I have, but sweetheart, you won't let me pay for anything for the wedding, so I've got to. Like,
that was another question as well. Who's paid for the wedding?
I've got the DJ. All right. Look, you lot can go on Google my wage. Yeah.
No, but if I was still on army wage, we'd have just scheduled everything down.
Yeah, we would have done it. It just means that like all like the money I've saved up would be gone on a wedding, which is what everyone does.
Yeah.
Whereas we're in a nice fortunate team position where I'm still able to keep most of my savings apart from...
We've kind of done it off like percentage of earnings, I guess.
I think that's probably what most people do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to go 50-50 on something.
No, I've got no problem or qualms with the fact that, you know, you earn more money than I do, and we've got a combined household income.
Why is it such a taboo topic, isn't it? But it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, like...
It doesn't need to be
I don't need to hide what I earn because you can Google it.
I was listening to an episode of very true. I was listening to an episode of the Girls' Bathroom, and they were talking loads about money, and one of the questions was like, when you go on dates, how do you split a date? And like the main thing that people came back with was you sort of do it on percentage of earnings.
Yeah.
So like if someone earns more, they'll get maybe 2 to like 1 dinner dates.
Yeah. I just seen a good question about divorced parents and stuff and feeling tension.
Oh yeah.
With divorced parents, which we both have on both sides,
Yeah.
are you worried there will be tension between the family? No.
No. Should we say that with a bit more confidence?
No. I am bloody not worried. No, I'm literally not, but it's just hilarious because we're like, no.
I'm definitely not worried.
No.
You guys know that my parents get on. Basically, what it is, my parents see each other. Your parents don't see each other.
My parents will see each other at family events like this.
Yeah, and
that's
they're great and they're civil and they get
Yeah,
on. But like they
more
just don't
than-
see each other. So when it happens, it's like, oh, they're seeing each other.
No, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
like obviously for everyone involved, even my parents and even me, it's like, oh, everyone's getting back together.
Yeah,
Like slightly
yeah.
apprehensive, but I know it's going to be absolutely perfect.
Thankfully, Molly, Danny's sister, got married last year, so she was like the first proper icebreaker. She was the first. She was like the test run.
Yes.
My mum kept joking. Molly's wedding was the test run.
Thanks, Molly and Jeffrey. You are the guinea pigs. Are you having a father-daughter dance?
I don't think so.
Well, you've not told Press Record Live what song you want for it. And I think your dad would probably want to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I think he would.
I don't think he would.
I think you
he
should.
can't dance. He cannot dance for love nor money.
No, but I think you should do something.
I'll do something, but I don't want it to be where everyone stood around watching. Like that for me, for us doing that, that's enough.
Your dad's...
We'll do something. I'll do something with my dad. He's walking me down the aisle.
Yeah, I know.
Our first dance. That's something we disagreed on.
I am
first dance.
not doing
I wanted
anything.
to do a choreographed dance. Danny did not choreographed, guys, but basically I kind of wanted to rehearse something so that it's not just us standing there swaying awkwardly.
Can I put something
But Danny
into
was
perspective?
happy to stand there and sway awkwardly.
Can I put something into perspective?
Yeah.
Right? Your idea of public speaking is my idea of choreographed, cheesy dancing. Are you and Danny going to share the same surname when you get married?
I've definitely answered that before as well. And I want to change my name like straight away. Like I want to go on Instagram and put like Zoe Ray because I just think it looks so cool.
How does your dad feel about giving you away?
Oh, bless him. He's really excited. He's such a traditional person as well. Like he's such a I feel very lucky to have my dad giving me away and to be like as involved and as excited and great as he is.
I remember when I asked him permission to marry you and I was like literally like a job interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
I needed a toilet and he just kept asking me questions so I couldn't go to the loo. Was it hard to decide a date with Danny's schedule? Now, in my job, I don't get much foresight at all. And to book something 2 years out, you do book it with a little bit of risk. But in the military, in general, if you book a date, it's like, I'm getting married then, you will get kind of protected for that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never really asked you that. Like, could you have been sent away?
Yeah, but they would always, for big events like, you know, birth or wedding, they would definitely sort
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so I don't think have any worries about that.
No. And also we booked it 2 years ago, so there's plenty of... I can't believe we booked it 2 years ago. It feels
I
like
know.
yesterday we were wandering around that venue.
We've done so
I want
well.
to keep going. Like, there's so many more I want us to talk about. It's so much fun. Like, people won't mind if it's long. People like a long video.
There is a lot of the same questions though, and you all want to know the same stuff.
Danny's son's literally just been scrolling. And
Oh, it
scrolling.
actually is got
Bit
gone.
achy.
It is a bit achy, I'm not gonna lie.
You've got not tinnitus. What's it called? Like tennis elbow.
Tendinitis.
Tendinitis.
Gimme again. You lot. Love it. What are the last minute things you still have to do? I've got a speech to finish.
Danny's got.
But I'm not
writing
worried
speech.
about that because I know that it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
My dad's not finished his yet either. Not properly.
No, yeah, and same for the best men.
I need to. Basically, Danny's at work all this week, and he obviously, like I said, he only gets the Friday off. So, any jobs that need to be done at home, done by me. I need to collect our rings. I need to go for my final fitting of the dress and collect that. I am getting my nails done, just like loads of little jobs that need to be done. I'm meetings with videographers. I've got a makeup trial. We've got a meeting with content creator.
DJ.
I think going back to the budget thing, sorry, I've just seen that. Because you start to book things, oh my god, this was the biggest thing that I was going to say. I knew I was going to forget something. Because you start to book things so early on, the budget does kind of go out the window because all the money that you spent a year ago, 2 years ago, you kind of forgotten about. You're like, oh, I haven't spent that, like I've forgotten about that money. The amount of things we booked a year to 2 years ago that we have now cancelled and lost deposits on and rebooked is crazy. This is why as well, like, I wanted to leave everything as last minute as possible so that you don't change your mind. It's Rich. Oi! Is he doing that on purpose?
You trying to get a shout out on YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Can the dog come in?
Yeah, of course he can.
Happening.
Hey.
Get him in.
Come in.
Come on.
Hello.
It's your new dog for the weekend.
Come in. Up you come.
Come on. Obi. Come on.
If he stinks, be careful because he might get his tail out.
Hello.
There you
Sorry,
go.
that was
There's your little cameo.
That was Daddy's best man, one of his best men, because he's having 2 best men. Oh yeah, I mentioned that before. And that was this little dog. Right.
Cancelling 2 years
We
out.
booked so many things like straight away because we were obviously really excited. We were like, let's book a photographer, let's book this, let's book this. And as time's gone on, we've realised they're not really the right fit for us. One piece of advice I will give is if you're booking stuff, don't just rush to book anyone.
Don't feel under pressure to get stuff booked straight away, because what a lot of wedding planners will say is, and a lot of wedding venues will say, we need this booked, you need to book this 12 months or 2 years out because it's going to get booked up. And like
things do get booked up, but there's always other options. And I think
so many options.
Before you book something and put a deposit down, just be 100% sure that that's who you want and that's the person or the people that you want to book.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we have changed plenty of times. Like, you know, we've gone from having a string quartet to
no string quartet
to string us down the aisle.
Yeah.
To a singer singing us down the aisle. Like, honestly, and we've changed that so many times. We've not lost loads of money through deposits, thankfully, and some people were quite nice in giving the deposit back. But yeah, that's just one little bit of advice I would give, is to just be 100% in your bookings.
My vlogging battery
I can tell.
down a little bit there.
I think Danny's desperate for me to say, guys, this is the last question. I think that was probably also the last
I'm
question.
desperate for you to go. Guys, thank you so much for getting to the end of this video.
You've been really great.
Thank you.
I feel like you were a bit worried because you don't really you don't sit down and do talking videos, do you?
Nah, I
You
get
don't
a
really
little bit twitchy.
he gets twitchy and he gets a little bit nervous and you get a bit worried that you're going to say the wrong thing. But you've been fantastic.
People coming for me and that.
Yeah, Danny's terrified of like hate.
Just don't hate me, I've done nothing wrong.
No one hates you though. There's literally never anything horrible about
Guys,
you.
I've done nothing
I think
wrong.
it's such a scary world, like the YouTube world, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
and
literally.
I've been asked to go on so many podcasts, but I'm terrified. Like, I'm just not saying I can't do it because I'm just terrified of saying the wrong thing.
Go on, do this outro, girl. Go on.
I just want to be sure that that's it.
Sorry guys, you're probably having a cup of tea watching this vlog thinking don't end, but
I just want to make sure that that's it. Look, Dan. Okay, look at it this way. This person that's watching this now is running on the treadmill and they've got 5 minutes left.
get to the end, we'll see you on the next vlog. Because I want to get on the treadmill as well.
Yeah, Danny's got a session to go and do. The main thing is I'm marrying Danny, and that's what the wedding's all about for me. Like the smaller
Come
things and all the other little things don't matter. I'm not a bridezilla. Like, that's one thing. Like,
A bride? What?
A bridezilla. It's like a really big thing. Someone that's just like crazy. Like, wants every last detail down to the T to be immaculate and wants to know everything that's going on. As long as we have a lovely day and everyone has a great time, then I'm more than happy. But guys, I think on that note,
Thank you. Have mercy on me, please.
on that note,
I've
guys,
got 30 seconds in me. No pressure. Take it away.
on that note, guys, I don't know if I'll put a video out, to be honest, next Sunday, because it just feels a bit weird posting a video the day after our wedding. Next week, guys, allow me a week off, maybe. This week, I'm telling you now, I do not have time this week to vlog anything, unless I were to bring you with me to everything, but I just allow me a week.
Anyway, that was really great fun.
I don't know how to close this off because this is it now.
Guys, we'll see you on the other side.
We'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah.
We'll see you when I've not got my engagement ring on now
This
because
is
it's
an
getting
engagement
cleaned.
band.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you've had so many questions on that. Danny wears an engagement ring.
It's my outward expression of love and long-term commitment, alright?
And it was actually his idea.
My idea.
Don't you guys think that I was like making you wear an engagement ring?
Thank
Oh,
you,
sorry.
goodbye.
I just feel like I could waffle and waffle and waffle. But guys, thank you so much.
And
we'll
that
see
person that's on the treadmill and we
Keep
kept you
going.
going. No,
Oh,
we
no,
kept
we
you
kept them
we kept them going.
If you've still
Bye
got
now.
a bit more time on the treadmill, just keep going because you're really smashing it. And just keep plodding along and don't get distracted and keep doing your exercise.
I love how you think all your viewers are on the treadmill.
A lot of them are.
And if you're on the sofa being cosy, well, now it's time to unload the dishwasher and do your laundry.
Yeah, now all those jobs you've been procrastinating and putting off, we're off, so you're off. Bye guys.
Bye.
See you when we're the RAE'S. Bye.
Bye.